Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time, see you love like game in the hood. What you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time, see you love like game in the hood. What you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it.
Lake Griffin ballin' like a piston. 901, put it down for Memphis. Big guns, all my clips extended. Number one according to consensus. Trending topic, all these estimates. Never read them, never pay attention. Niggas hating, everyone's a critic. FYO, fuck your opinion. Lean thick, yellow like a million. Still grinding, reaching for a million. Got a man, got him in their feeling. With your bitch, Netflix and chillin'. Fakers one saying they the realest. Heard this beat, couldn't wait to kill it. Thick flow, doctor couldn't hear. Staying true, mind by the spirit. Iced out, different color carrot. Stay stunned, ballin' is a habit. Still hood, stuff it in a metric. Damn pieces, living like a bastard. On the road, pockets getting fatter. Collecting funds, fresher than a pastor. Number one, climbing up the ladder. Doing me, opinions never matter.
Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time, see you love like game in the hood. What you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time, see you love like game in the hood. What you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it. I've been celebrating like I won the World Series. Different color chain, custom made on my jewelry. I was being a judge, I don't ever need a jury. 2020 vision, I remember life was blurry. Got it showing Calico mistakes, Steph Curry. Deadlines to me, gotta do it in a hurry. Whole team ballin', we don't ever wear a jersey. Lights, camera, action, showtime, James Worthy. I just stuffed a comb on, rock, I need a lighter. Cruising through the city, sitting low like a spider. Shorty bad, she got plenty hair, but she a hater. And I don't need a scale, cause my brain a calculator. Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shorty bad, she get money, got no time, see you love like game in the hood. What you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shorty bad, she get money, got no time, see you love like game in the hood. What you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Toxic Masculinity Show. I am your host, MoneyBoy Trey. I am joined by my co-host, Joy Chit and Dr. Jefferson. And before we get started, I just want to say, fuck Kwame Brown, because that's what it is. But I decided tonight I was tired of like talking about all of the mainstream stuff because there's enough fuck shit going on in Memphis. I said, you know what? Some of this stuff needs to be covered. How are you ladies doing this evening?
I'm good. Just changing my camera.
Yeah, you are
I'm having
giving
a
me the
glitch
yellow
with my
screen
camera.
of death. Oh
I was
God,
having
is
a
a woman
glitch.
gonna pop up? Is a woman gonna pop up?
Good God. Oh, she gonna do the Kevin Samuels. Don't do that dude like that.
She got a glitch.
Yeah. But hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Jefferson, and I'm the host of Life Discussions with Dr. Jefferson. If you guys are not already following my channel, then go do that. You can find me anywhere on the internet by the hashtag DocLQJSpeaks, or just look up Life Discussions with Dr. Jefferson. It's a thing. It's a podcast. It's now a YouTube thing. And I have a goal of like 500 subscribers by the end of this month. I would really like for that to happen.
12 days. Very
So
optimistic.
that means that you guys need to, forget what this MoneyBoy Trey is talking about and just go over there and subscribe. Just cause
398 subs in 12 days. I think it could happen. Y'all go subscribe. Georgia Chat, where are you located at?
Well, I can say I can sub 2 channels to Dr. Dre because I got Joy Chit Chat and I also had Just Joy. It's not a troll channel, it's just an extra channel. Thank you very much. And I am across the board too. Joy Chit Chat.
Awesome.
Find me
Awesome.
anywhere Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, me too.
You
Likewise.
got it.
I'm in Atlanta, you guys, too. So one of the stories that I'm going to talk about today, once MoneyBoy Trey introduces whatever it is that he wants to talk about today.
Oh, I'm ladies first. Whatever stories y'all got, shoot them off.
I'm excited about this one.
Because I just want to do local stories and get people's opinion on it. Because I definitely want to hear people's opinion about that 15-year-old that I was mentioning backstage. Because I was actually shocked that so many people were holding the girl accountable as well. I was proud of that. We've come a long way because typically we would just say that guy's evil, he's bad, but no, they were like, no, she holds some responsibility for that because she knew what was going on with prostitution. But whenever y'all are ready, just let me
All right, you
share
want
the
to go
video.
first, Joy, or you want to go first?
Who got it queued up? I love a person that got something queued up first.
I have nothing queued up.
Is
I'm
it
waiting
queued?
on y'all.
I do. I just got to figure out how to like.
Let's hit the screen share button, and it'll pop up like you coming in the back screen.
Okay. Do you see it?
Not yet. It'll let me know when you're backstage.
Okay. Right. You know?
Are you pushing? Because it's going to give you 2.
Oh, I got it.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, well, tell us what we're watching before you push play.
Okay, so here in Atlanta, about what was it, 3 or 4 days ago, in DeKalb County, there was a shooting at the store, and the guy was having an issue with wearing a face mask, and there was some stories that came from shoppers that said that he had something counterfeit. And he was asked by the girl checking him out, the cashier, to pull his face mask up on him so that she, wouldn't be exposed to coronavirus, et cetera, et cetera. They exchanged a couple of words. The dude went out of the store, apparently came back into the store and shot her and killed her, and 2 other people were shot. I think they died too. The other 2 people that were in the store, I think one of them was the store manager.
Yeah, he killed a deputy. Well, he injured a police officer, and I know he killed the clerk.
Yeah,
He
but
may have shot
once
3
DeKalb
people.
County got, and to be honest with you, DeKalb County is always there. They are always there. They're parked out in front. They're always there. So I'm sure when he went in the store, at the point that he started to shoot, like if you guys see on the video right here, typically DeKalb County parks right here.
Where that white car.
All right, where this white truck, and it could be their car, but this is the entrance of the store right here, right in front of there. So it's possible, yeah. So it's just crazy, it's just crazy. But they have identified the guy. So this is the video about who he is and his age, and I think he's from Palmetto, so it's like south of Greater Atlanta. It's not too
Can
far.
I ask a question? So what happened was he was asked to pull his mask up, correct?
On his face, yeah, onto his face.
So let me ask another question, because I had a little issue with this a couple of weeks ago with a certain somebody
Oh God!
that's so excited that the mask has been lifted in Vegas. Me myself, I still had a mask on. Mm-hmm. Somebody else was looking at me crazy and asking me, "What are you doing this for?" Because I'm still in that. I haven't got. The reason I haven't got out of it is because we still have to wear them where I work. Okay, when I'm a teacher, so we still got to wear masks and everything. So this is a daily thing for me, Monday through Friday. So on Saturday and Sunday, I still was kind of like, yeah, so I'm still gonna wear my mask. feel no different
Ma'am,
behind it?
I was excited that Memphis had already entered the ordinance before I boarded the plane. I was happy when I got to Milwaukee that Milwaukee wasn't wearing masks, and I was happy that when I got to Vegas, Vegas wasn't having masks. Can I be happy to not have to wear this shit?
But you also mask shame me as well. What do you
So
got that on
I
for?
hear
You looking at
feelings.
me like a foreign person. What do you got that
So,
on for?
so what? So what?
oh my God. But so
Welcome to the Toxic Masculinity Show, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't with you. So the reality is this, okay? So the thing around wearing masks is it's hard. I've kind of expanded on it a bit at the very beginning, but my only problem with people inside of our community that look like us is that initially everybody's energy was, I ain't wearing no mask. I ain't about to be doing that. You ain't about to tell me what to do, and I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. And now everybody wants to be seriously overzealous about wearing masks. The first thing is this. Wearing a mask will not protect you from getting COVID-19. Also, effectively, the vaccination that is advertised as a vaccine will not protect you from getting COVID-19 because it's not a vaccine. Even though that's the way it's, advertised.
Marketed.
Right. And so the reality is your mask doesn't protect you. There is no protection for you with a mask on. If the mask mandate has been lifted and other people around you that are within 4 to 6 feet away from you or within 4 to 6 feet away from the space that you're going to walk into, your risk of catching COVID-19 just went up 300% by you wearing a mask. That's the reality. So it doesn't protect you from catching COVID-19. It protects other people from your variants of COVID that are in your blood system, and that in the vaccination or inoculation is, that people are receiving is meant to re-encode the way your DNA codes the RNA specific material that puts COVID-19 back into the environment as a stronger variant than what it was when it entered you, because that's the type of virus that it is. It's a mutagen. So I feel like had the federal government been honest in the very beginning, that people would not be so much on high arousal, and these issues wouldn't be an issue. I talked about this in the very beginning when I sat on the task force. I was like, listen, there are some spaces that we have to move into when it comes to communicating with people in the general population, so that they understand why the mask and not gloves. So they understand how they can protect themselves by being clean and making sure that they disinfect, not only disinfect their immediate spaces in their hands, but also disinfecting the environment they're going to walk in. So walk around with Microban, or Lysol, whatever you're going to do, spray it before you walk. That's more effective than wearing a mask, just to be honest with you. But it is what it is. And I think that the more we see these types of things happening, which we've seen it happen in various little spots across the country over the last year and a half, I think the more we see these things happen, I think the more we'll get serious as a government entity and take the acknowledgement of the wrongdoing or misinformation or not giving people enough information at the beginning, and then just shift gears and be more honest and transparent with citizens, because now people don't even want to go back to work.
Joy, I can admit I was mask shaming you, but it was only because the only reason I put on a mask in Tennessee is because my apartment complex was like, nigga, you gonna face a hefty fine or eviction if we catch you too many times without it on. So it's like, fuck that, okay.
Wow.
But it's retarded to me how you can, like in the airport, for instance, you got to have it on in the airport unless you're eating. That is the stupidest shit in the world.
Because the
I
moment
can be sitting there,
right, the moment the mask comes
for 5 minutes,
the spread of the virus variants go up. especially if people have on masks around you. For them, it goes up because the mask does one thing quite effectively. Think about it. Why do we wear a mask when we're operating on our patients? Do it so that we can protect our patients when they're open, when their body is open and exposed to the environment. It's already exposed to free radicals, but now we need to protect them from the different things that we may or may not house within our own system. So as we are breathing, just breathing by itself puts out 10 droplets of the COVID variant per 2 seconds. Okay.
There is zero social distancing on the airplanes. I just want to say, my bad. There's none on the airplane.
But I'm just saying, like, the reality is COVID isn't something that you can prevent getting. Lots of people have had it at least 7 times. Most people are asymptomatic when getting it. It's not as big of a detriment to people who are younger as it is to people that are in an at-risk population. And so...
I can't see COVID. Can't see it.
You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it when it's doing this. It's very interesting, to be honest with you, from a scientific standpoint, to see it under the microscope. This variant is quite interesting the way it works.
Well, let's see. Let's see what this savage Negro did. I'm sure. Did he kill a white girl?
No, this is 100% Black neighborhood. I talked about this on my live earlier today. Accountability about when it comes to crime in our neighborhood. We talk about the police killing us and killing us and killing us, but we don't talk about the fact that it's us. These are our behaviors.
Ma'am, he did this because white supremacy pushed rap music into his ears.
What the hell? I'm done. I'm just done. Let's see.
White man's fault.
As long as a white man is black.
Employee shot and killed over a mask dispute. That's right, a request to pull up a mask. It turned deadly. CNN's Martin Savage has more on this horrific story.
Murder over a mask.
The subject pulled out a weapon and shot the cashier.
A customer in a Decatur, Georgia supermarket shot and killed a cashier Monday after getting into an argument with her about his face mask.
He had a mask. She just very cautious person, so she had asked him to pull up his mask. He refused and walked out, came back in, and did that.
According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the suspect, 30-year-old Victor Lee Tucker Jr., was checking out of the Big Bear supermarket when he got into an argument with the cashier about putting on his mask. Tucker left without paying, then came back to the store and pulled out a handgun, shooting and killing 41-year-old LaQuanda Willis. Tucker then exchanged fire with a sheriff's deputy who was working security. Both were wounded and transported to local hospitals. Both are expected to survive. A second cashier grazed by a bullet was treated on the scene. 2 responding officers arrested Tucker as he was attempting to crawl out of the store. Witnesses were terrified.
My life flashed before my eyes.
The GBI says Tucker faces charges of murder and aggravated assault. It's not clear if Tucker has an attorney. This shooting coming as the number of deaths and injuries from gun violence in this country has increased 23.5% since this time last year, according to the Gun Violence Archive. And just as health restrictions put in place during the pandemic are easing. But not all cities and states have relinquished their mask mandates. Decatur, Georgia is one of them. Last month, the city extended its mask ordinance until June 21st, saying masks must be worn when entering any public building or business, except for religious establishments.
We're still following, some of the CDC guidelines, so it will be up to that store owner to decide, if it's meant to make it mandatory or not mandatory, but we do not know of the policy at this time with the store.
Only 21% of DeKalb County residents have been vaccinated, according to the CDC. That number less than the national vaccination rate of 44%. And according to the Georgia Department of Public Health, only 36% of Georgia residents are fully vaccinated. Medical experts encouraged mask wearing to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. They were meant to be life-saving, but for some, they've become a reason to kill. Martin Savage, CNN, Decatur, Georgia.
I just want to know, why was this man not shot and killed by police? He was armed. He had just killed someone. What are they doing letting this man live?
Because he was black.
No, they kill us. They shouldn't have let him. No, they kill us. Remember?
Of course not. That's a lie. That's a lie that black people made up to excuse the inadequacies and proper accountability in the black community. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's just a lie. That's just a lie. They don't kill him.
So what do you think was going on in this situation? Was it just a case of the you caught me on a bad day?
Nah, this is just it's just us being us. We're talking about DeKalb County, Decatur. We're talking about I don't live far from, and it's crazy because it's the way that these neighborhoods are made. Like I hear gunshots literally every night, and literally down the street from this place is probably about 4 or 5 miles from us. Yeah,
And
4 or 5 miles.
I have to second that notion that it is just not just us, but because the story sounded so familiar to me that it happened in Flint, Michigan in 2020.
No,
that's last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 charged with the killing of a security guard over the fact of a mask requirement.
Yeah.
So
but I think it's about inadequate means of coping with whatever it is that they need to be coping with. People just have a problem with complying. People have a problem with, approaching and resolving issues that they have with people appropriately. People have a problem with, recognizing that they are not always targeted, the way that they say they're targeted. And for me, I think that we're doing a huge disservice. When we as Black people say that the police are killing us and they're the reason that we are losing Black men. They're the reason that we are losing Black men, okay? Just the reason. Because according to the stats, we're the reason that we are losing Black men, and the police are sometimes killing us, but we are the reason. You understand what I'm saying? Like the vast majority of the numbers, when we look at how many of us are dying, I put up stats earlier, per 100,000, it was over 600 people since January to now, per 100,000 people in a place where it's over 1 million people that died by gun violence, and that's in our communities. Us, 100%. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. That's just Chicago alone. Just us.
I think dude is a product of us being forced to comply with this bullshit for too long.
You make a very good point. Us being forced to do anything means that we are rejecting everything, and as a result of anybody telling us to do anything, we feel hostile and we feel like we can take their lives.
That's why I was glad to be in places that were, because before I left to go out of town, Tennessee had already stopped their mask mandate, so we were good. So it was normal, and then I was so I was glad to go to other places where they were like, you don't have to wear a mask, because again, it's I think dude he had you're hearing several states have lifted the mask mandate. You're still having it here. You may be vaccinated. They don't give a fuck if you're vaccinated. They just saying wear the mask anyway. I think he maybe just was the wrong day and he'd been tired.
I don't know. I felt like there was a lot in the aftermath, right, when it
Hello, Dennis.
I feel like in the aftermath, there were a lot of things discussed, and I feel like a lot of the things that people who knew him talked about speaks to just a lack of accountability of us.
I'll say this, being on this YouTube, when everything first happened with COVID, I'm sorry, I don't know how the words go anymore on this algorithm, but there were a lot of people that were disagreeing with wearing the mask when it was required.
Yeah.
All of a
I
sudden,
still disagree.
people who didn't have asthma was using that as an excuse. Like, I don't want to wear no mask because I got asthma. Bruh, you ain't got no asthma. Ain't nothing wrong with you. But they just didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, just comply to it. And I listen, I'm a mother. So
But I
it's
didn't
almost
want
like
to comply.
grown people say, I don't want to do what the law say. I have a 21-year-old son that I tell every day, no, he's
I
in
wanted
college
to.
in a whole other state. When I saw a picture of him, I'm sorry, go ahead. I sent a
Oh
picture
no,
of
you
him. I'm gonna say
good.
this real quick. I sent a picture of him on Facebook where he was in front of the police doing a protest. You know, my heart dropped. My
I
heart
was
dropped.
one
I
of those.
told him, like, what are you doing? And this is after the George Floyd situation. I get it, son. You're coming into your own, but bruh, can you go back to your dorm?
Protesting is okay as long as he wasn't being disrespectful and breaking laws. Protesting is okay. But I was one of those
Is
people
it
that was
really
like,
okay?
But it's still dangerous, though. It was still very dangerous because I felt the same way about.
waking up every day is dangerous. That's why I was like, let me decide if I want to catch COVID or not. I don't. Why do I have? Can we decide if we want to wear a mask or not? Can
But
we decide if we want our immune system to work or not?
the mask doesn't protect you, though. It protects other people from you. It's not about
Exactly.
you.
But if they have on a mask and I don't, they're good. What's up,
People are
Dennis?
not
Because
watching a mask every day.
y'all, I just want fair warning. Dennis had already inboxed me some fuck shit saying we were making him mad, so he's probably about to say some ignorant stuff.
Child, here we go.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Friday night.
I just want to say the first thing wasn't the George Floyd situation. It was a George Floyd murder. Let's get that
Oh,
correct
fuck
now.
George Floyd,
That was
sir.
a
We ain't
George
talking
Floyd
about him.
murder.
The
We're not
situation was
talking.
murder.
Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt.
Dennis, look at me
I was
first.
waiting to use it. I'm sorry. I've been
Dennis,
waiting.
look at me. Look at me, Dennis. Who hurt you? And can you mic? Because I can't hear you. Speak louder, sir. Using your Michael
Dennis,
Jackson voice
why
right
are
now.
you talking
Speak
to us
louder.
about George Floyd? We talking about
Because she
COVID
said
and
George
this
Floyd
man,
situation.
nigga,
That's what George
nigga.
said. She said George
Okay.
Floyd
Well, let me
situation.
help you out. Fuck George Floyd. He dead. We can't do nothing about that. We were talking about, did this guy possibly snap being told to pull his mask up because we've been forced to wear that shit for over a year?
No, it's not about him snapping. It's
I
about
just want him I want to focus him on something other than George Floyd. You know, you got to direct niggas.
Absolutely. I gotta
So
stay on top.
what do you think about that guy shooting the cashier because she told him to wear a mask?
He was out of line, out of pocket. You know, if you don't want to wear a mask, stay in the house. Online shop. Go to Amazon.com.
I feel you.
I'm still wearing my mask out in California, even though we don't have a mask mandate. Ours got lifted, 2 days ago.
You
And
see,
I'm
you
still
ain't
wearing my mask.
you like Joy. You still in shock. You still think you have to. You can take it off, brother. Breathe.
I understand
It's
I can take it
okay.
off, but it's my personal choice to leave it on.
How long are
Thank
you
you.
gonna do this though? Are you gonna do it for the rest of your life?
No? The rest
So
of
why
y'all get
not take it off
vaccinated.
now?
I need y'all to get
So
vaccinated.
why
Go
do
get
you
your
take
shot.
Dennis? Hold on, Dennis. Ask him this. Why do you take it off? Why are you so
What is your
excited that you don't have to wear a mask when
Because unlike George Floyd, I can breathe. That's why.
that was very disrespectful.
That was
It made
highly
no
insensitive.
sense.
See, this kind of statements that pissed me off on here.
I'm about to piss somebody off.
Okay, so like I said, where I'm employed at, because I do service children and their families, we still have to do the check-in, we still got to do the temperature checks, we still have to wear the mask. So with that being done Monday through Friday for me, on Saturday and Sunday, I don't know how to get out of that habit. So
Damn.
okay. So
So
let
wait,
me ask
1 year.
you. Wait, let me
Okay.
ask you a question because, like, I really, sometimes I'm curious as to why people buy into certain things. So, based off of what you know about viral illnesses, you know, because viruses are incurable. You guys know that, right?
Yep. Flu, HIV.
So based off of what you guys know about viral illnesses and how they manifest in the body, I'm just going to assume that everybody went to like a basic science class in junior high school and at some point in college took some science courses. Yeah, no? What about taking the virology course offered by who did? Harvard did that during coronavirus? No, for free? Oh man.
No, a whole bunch of schools did it, but no niggas didn't take that class.
What are we doing? So
talking about mama's cooking.
There wasn't a lot of free trainings that was given out during COVID. Because I know I took advantage of a lot of them.
Yeah. So this was the purpose of giving people this college course for free, so that people could understand how viruses work in the body, how your body manifests the healing component that you need to heal yourself from the virus, right? So a virus does not decide that it's not going to go through a mask. The mask that you wear has holes in the outside of it. If the virus is in the outside element, but you have the double layer of protection on the inside, not the outside of the mask.
Even the shield was dumb.
In your mind, what are you thinking? Like when you think that you're protecting yourself. And then also in your mind, what are you thinking when people ask you to test your temperature and stuff like that? Because it takes 3 to 5 days for a virus to be in the works of breaking down your immune system in such a way that your autonomic and your limbic system are both activated. And so they start to be compressed a bit. Then you get a fever as a result, because it's now fighting the virus off, which is actually a really good thing. So by the time you have a fever, you've already been sick for a number of days. And that's when you were contagious also. When you get the fever, you're no longer contagious.
Yeah, because that means the fever is trying to kill the sickness or virus that's in your body. But I want to ask both of y'all, since y'all said y'all are, so y'all mean to tell me a year of wearing a mask has programmed y'all more than a lifetime of not wearing one?
Right.
No, it's just my son. I have a 2-year-old son that's got, pre-existing health conditions. So I don't want to take the unnecessary risk of my son contracting a deadly virus.
You know who my daughter is, right?
Yes.
You know her story, right?
Yes. I pray for her.
She don't even wear a mask, nigga.
And your child is going to be just as exposed as if they, and to be honest with you, more exposed with a mask on. So the fabrics inside of the mask attract this variant of COVID. This variant of COVID is a different variant than we've seen with COVID SARS viruses before. It's created, it looks like a king. That's what it looks like. When we're looking at it under the microscope, that's what it looks like, a little king head. And so the little thorns that are at the top are attracted to fabric. So there is fabric on the back side of that mask that's exposed to the environment. So it's just like lint. So you're asking for it to come your way rather than using the environment, the natural shifts of the air component, sweeping it away from your mouth, your nose, so that when you're breathing, you're not breathing it in, right? Now you're asking for it to be breathed directly in and it can't go anywhere. So when you breathe back out, you can't push it back out because you got something blocking it from getting out of the mask. Nothing blocking it from getting inside. And actually now you're attracting it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I ask this question of people when they're out there doing these things. If you're going to, why do you think when I'm treating COVID patients, I'm in a suit. There's a face shield on the suit, not a mask.
Yeah, and the face shield is encased.
I'm gonna say we got oxygen in the suit. Astronaut. I can't come out of that thing. Like, it's rough.
It's a hazmat suit.
Exactly.
I was gonna say that. I don't want to speak too much on. I don't want to speak too much on where But that's how it is. We have a sanitized area where we check in parents and we check their children in. And the people that's checking them in have we used to joke about it when we first started. We're like, "Oh, you a dentist today?" Because they got the full body thing on. They got the mask, they got the everything on. They checking the parents in from the outside. Parents can't even come in no more, which is so, for me, for doing this for so long, it's so heartbreaking because now they can't even come inside the classroom. They can't even greet us. We're doing everything outside. So I understand everything you guys are saying. If I didn't work the job that I have now, maybe I would go outside without a mask on, but I do it Monday through Friday. So it's just a
habit thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I go outside on Saturday and Sunday and do my little grocery shopping and running around town running errands, I got my mask on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I said,
we
like,
change our mask every day at work. We got to change it every hour. So it's not
that's
like
why I said it's a tad bit.
Check the kids all 2 hours out the day. We got to check the kids' temperature. I got to check my temperature.
That's why I said it's crazy. 1 year of doing this has replaced a lifetime of not having to do this.
Yeah,
and I asked Dennis about my daughter because she's a heart transplant patient, so she already has a compromised immune system based on the medicine.
And I think that's why
she hasn't worn a mask throughout all of this. She hadn't gotten sick. Her mom caught it. I didn't catch it, but her mom was only symptomatic for like a day and a half, and she said it felt like she had the flu.
Yeah, because it's still the same. It's the same. It's a virus, so your body is going to respond to it in the same way. Your leukocytes are going to increase your white blood cells or whatever, so that it can fight it off.
Wait a minute. What is a leukocyte? You ain't just gonna speed past it.
I said white blood cells to clarify. I realize that. Your white blood cells are responsible for fighting off disease pathogens that enter into your body, specifically viruses. So when we see an increase in your white blood cell count, we know that means that there is something going on in a person, pathologically speaking. So when we start to look within the system, first we start looking in the bloodstream first to see if anything is off in the DNA pattern, RNA of the person, so that we can kind of, go down the rabbit hole of figuring out what's going on with the person. But typically it's a bacterial infection. Bacterial infections respond very well to a host of antibiotics, but also when we're treating viruses, we're not treating the virus. There is no cure, can never be a cure for any virus. Your body is the natural cure for a virus exiting your body. They have to go their course. A cold virus is the same thing. It's a virus. So once it runs its course, not only do you become healthier as a result of having been exposed to it, but also you become almost immune to getting the exact same strand, because what happens when your leukocytes are building up its defense mechanisms is that you're building a cure in and of itself. That's why when we synthesize cures, right, we draw from the people who are sick, because the cure is within their bone marrow. It's within them. You see what I'm saying? And so we repeat what we see, in their chemicals, and that's how we come up with the cures. But it kills me how, the only thing that is different about the COVID variant, and which is why you can't synthesize a cure for it or counteract or immunization, it is a mutagen. So it mutates, it changes its sequence while inside of your DNA. So it becomes something else. So it would be like Joy is someone else. It would be like Dennis is someone else. You see what I'm saying? Totally different people. You become something else because you've been exposed to this particular environment. So that's what your DNA does to it within the RNA. And so then it puts it right back into the environment as something new, something more strong, and typically it's deadly. The second time, the third time, it gets stronger. So it's a guarantee to kill in a shorter time span and things like that. But I think that the way that people remain safe in a situation like this is to just maintain a safe distance between themselves and other people. Like 4 to 6 feet of distance between you and other people is not uncommon. Take you some Lysol. You know, I had the little pocket Lysol. That's what I traveled around with. And since 2019.
Well, I'm gonna say this without. I'm sorry. I just jumped in like. Whoo.
Oh, it's okay.
Because I hear what you're saying so much that I was thinking in my head. I was like, I think another reason why, and just like MoneyBoy, another reason why is because I have an 8-year-old son that has sickle cell. So me wearing a mask for me is protection of him throughout all.
Your sound went away.
Yeah, you had the janky Wi-Fi. Let me help your Wi-Fi out.
Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt.
Watch her Wi-Fi work perfectly now.
Are you done?
No, I was here. I helped your Wi-Fi out. I had to sprinkle some Mama's cooking.
That's why you're muted. That's what happened.
No, I'm not. I'm not muted at all, man.
This boy.
You're muted. Where's the next story, ma'am? Dennis.
But
Don't say something. Go ahead and say something.
Doctor, a question.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead, Dennis.
You know, I was told that all viruses mutate, right?
No.
Is that true?
No.
They don't?
No.
Who told you that, Dennis?
When I watch it on the news, they keep telling me all these COVID variants and all these different mutations of the virus. I would like you to explain that to me so I can be more educated on that. What are they talking about?
Just the COVID-19 variant is a mutagen. Every other virus does not mutate. That's why it's called the novel coronavirus, because we've had coronaviruses for years, SARS, MERS. It's been a host of them. Ebola, even, but no, nothing does what COVID-19 does.
No, Ebola was a virus, sir.
Mm-mm.
I didn't know.
Ebola is a viral. It's a virus
called the Ebola virus.
Even after people, it kills even after people have died. So it stays in the host body for hours after they are dead.
I hate
it's extremely. It was scarier than COVID-19. Now that was difficult.
Like my hosting ran off. Dennis, what are you? Come on, see, you said I've been seeing you doing this all night. Just what are your thoughts on what's been going on with this fella lately? You
just
still Team Kwame?
If I go off topic, you seem to get a little frustrated with me, So I just want to.
I just asked you. I asked you a specific question. Please don't be like a black woman. Just answer it.
No, the question is like in the beginning, you was right. You was all for Kwame Brown. You was swinging from nutsack to nutsack, but all of a sudden now you take
time out, sir. Time out, sir. Even on that first show when I was saying, go ahead, yada yada yada, I also said, but bruh, some of the shit you saying fundamentally.
Soto Nation. You was like,
I said all of that. I said, but I'm saying that's because that's what I fuck with. But that's why I also told Kwame Brown, even though I'm championing you right now, if you keep talking, I'm going to have to pick you apart because some of the shit you saying is fundamentally fucked up. I've been consistent since the shit started, nigga. Now I just drew a hard line.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to see where you're coming from,
Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Fuck Kwame Brown, sir.
Who is that nigga?
One of the niggas Kwame Brown beefing with.
I don't even know who that brother is, bro. You just he shot you out.
Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt.
Can you tell me who he is? Can you educate me? Because I have no idea who that brother is.
That is Tommy Sotomayor, the OG, sir. Google him, nigga.
Ooh, OG, who OG is he?
I need you to publicly say fuck Kwame Brown.
I don't. Why would I say that?
Cause I just fuck Kwame
I'm
Brown. Cause
gonna
I
say
just
this
said it,
while I'm on this.
and you said you
I'm gonna
got to
say this
ride.
while I'm on your platform.
You know, I don't want to preach black on black crime and all that. I want to uplift each other.
I ain't said nothing about fighting that man. I just said fuck him and his tractor.
See
Little
where I come
hand
from. When you
bastard.
say, "Do you got my back?" That means a wholly different type of subject. You know what I mean? You from Memphis, you know
Sir.
what that means.
Okay, so I need you to say fuck Kwame Brown publicly, sir. It's not a hard thing to do.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of feeling Mama's cooking right now.
I don't understand what that means.
I'm gonna get you the fuck up out of here, sir.
He's sprinkling a little Mama's cooking on his
If
food.
you do not say fuck Kwame Brown, I'm getting you the fuck up out of here, sir.
Why are you kicking me out? Because I don't agree with you?
Because you need to say, you said you riding with me, bro. Right or wrong, so you just gotta say fuck him. I'll explain the details later, nigga.
Fuck Kwame Brown. Okay, does that make you happy?
The minutes. Wait, where's my
Mama's
mic at?
cooking. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt.
You're a whole bully, Trey.
I have to find my microphone for Dennis the Menace.
Anyway.
Dennis, can you hear me?
What's up, Miss Taylor?
Dennis, can you hear me? Dennis,
up,
can you
Joy?
hear me?
Absolutely.
We're not saying F Kwame over here.
He already said it, ma'am. It's fuck Kwame Brown.
We're not saying that over here.
I can't watch the Breakfast Club no more. No more at all. I don't watch the
Why?
Breakfast Club at all.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that because, like, he's been going around talking about Charlemagne the God, a guy who went through the legal system and got off.
He's a rapist.
That's fine and dandy, but it's real niggas in my city doing that shit. Fuck Charlemagne the God. That's why that's why I said I was doing real news stories tonight because I was tired of doing the shit that's popping in media. But I'm clout chasing, so I had to say fuck Kwame Brown because I wanted to say my name in the video. So fuck you, Kwame Brown, little hand bastard. I ain't gonna play 32 minutes and score 3 points. You ain't really. He said he scored 1 point. The nigga scored 3. That's how unimportant he was. That guy, but he did get 10 rebounds. Credit to him.
You know what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying? I just came here to get educated by the doctor. You know, but I just want to know, we in this cancel culture, how does a convicted rapist have a platform like that?
He wasn't. First of all, sir, he wasn't convicted of rape. That wasn't what he pled guilty to. That's not what the state recognizes. So you can't call him a rapist.
15-year-old.
We don't know. You know why? Because that's not what he pled to. That's what she said.
On the interview. I watched the interview where he said him and his partner were on a train on.
Well, apparently he didn't say that because that's why he sent Kwame Brown a cease and desist letter. So Kwame Brown, I say fuck you, but I ain't going that far. Not Kwame Brown, Charlemagne the God. I'm not saying rape. That's Dennis. Send that shit to Dennis Avington, Kwame, not me. I didn't do it. It's him saying it. Not Kwame, Charlemagne. Joy, you gonna push play?
What's this on the screen?
You to finish talking, sir. And there's no play to it. You didn't send a video. You sent the article.
Oh, there isn't a play? Are you sure?
Wait. Oh shit, wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say I could have sworn there's a video. This shit play even when you don't want it to.
What is that?
It's not.
There's a story about a 22-year-old man.
Well,
let's
read the article.
Yeah,
it's really not that long.
Yeah, it doesn't look to be.
Hey, MoneyBoy, put your finger underneath each word. Read it to us.
Boy, stop. I don't, sir. Whenever you want to link up and take any type of aptitude test, let me know.
Sound it out, MoneyBoy. Sound it out.
Anyways,
I'm trying to find it so I can. I'm trying to find it so I can.
Kissing contest that you guys are having right now.
I just said I'm trying to find it so that I can. I'm trying to find it so that I can read it to you, ma'am.
It's right here.
Where did I send it to you? Did I text it to you or did I
Man is
inbox
behind
it to
bars
you?
in Memphis. Police say he broke the
I can't see that small shit on the screen.
He's trying to read it. Yeah, I said the same thing.
Officers responded
It's
to a
on your
forced entry
screen.
in the 1300 block of Michigan Street in South Memphis.
Oh wait. We like in a meeting. So Dennis the Menace, you taking over? You gonna read it for us? You doing the icebreaker?
I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
Oh, go ahead, sir. Take over. Let's read. Tell me what I need to scroll down for you. You want to be a hoe?
Yeah, y'all gotta start letting me host this stuff, man. Y'all need to
You don't come on time, sir.
Officers were told a 16-year-old
y'all just can't. I definitely ain't adding y'all to none of my
to the affidavit.
Are we done?
He's trying to read the story, ma'am.
But like Dr. J said before, MoneyBoy, we do be cutting people off.
Ma'am, he trying to read the story.
The victim told police that a man messaged her offering her to pay $200 for sex. Records show. Police identified the man as Anthony Lamar Denson, 22. According to the affidavit, the victim told the police that she got into the car. Denson began driving around, touching and rubbing her body. She told police she got scared and jumped out near Furrow Road at Yazoo Street.
Yazoo.
Is that a street? That's a street? Like that's
it is Yazoo.
Shout out to Memphis and their street names.
Denson then allegedly pulled out a gun and forced her into the backseat, according to the affidavit. Then he allegedly put her pants down and forced her to have sex. He threatened her.
Wait, Dennis. Yo, you don't know how to monotone your voice. You just read.
Nah, I'm reading angrily. I get angry when I'm reading stuff like this.
That's right. Put some
as you should.
He was not.
Come on now, Joy. You keep interrupting me. You just said
I'm sorry.
Interrupted. Now you interrupted.
I know.
Can I get my flow?
Sorry. Go ahead, Dennis. Sorry.
You guys.
Y'all done made Dennis feel important.
Man, I'm done with y'all, man. Y'all feel like y'all.
No, go finish, Dennis. No, he threatened her. Come on, finish.
He threatened her, and she told 81 Records show. Denson then drove the victim to a friend's house and left. The team positively identified Dawson in the photo lineup. Denson previously pled guilty to reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon in Shelby County Criminal Court in 2019, Records show. He is charged with aggravated rape, aggravated kidnapping, solicitation of a minor, promoting prostitution, and convicted felony in possession of a handgun. He's doing a life sentence.
I need you to, Joy, I need you to show his face again. And Dennis, I have a question for you because you said you were angry and outraged. And I see this gentleman was charged with promotion of prostitution. Should this young lady be charged with prostitution?
No.
How old is she?
15. Why you say no? 15. Why you say no, Dennis?
It was never no money exchange.
Well,
why is he charged with promotion of prostitution then?
Because he encouraged her to, because that's what we use for attempt to solicit services. But she's not even old enough to be charged with prostitution. It's statutory rape because he's an adult and she can't consent even if she did consent.
She was offered $200 and she sent the nigga her address. She knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, but that's the point. Because she is a minor, she's not legally able to consent.
I think that is a flaw in the law because these people know what the fuck is going on.
Come on now, bro.
I'm not talking about the consent part. I agree with you, but she's a piece of shit as well because she was willing to sell her 15-year-old pussy for $200, bro. You can't get past that. The nigga offered $200, and the next thing she did was send her address. She didn't say, "Oh my God, this old guy's trying to get at me." She didn't block him. She didn't call the police. She sent her address.
Well, she live in Memphis. $200 is like rent money in Memphis. So, that's a lot of money in Memphis.
Wow.
That's beside the point, sir.
You know what I mean? So that was like a come up for her. You know, then he pulled up looking like the nigga looked, and she's had second thoughts. You see the way that nigga looked?
But yes, that's why I said it. This is going on in everybody's city, so
he rode the short yellow bus to school.
It's bigger than Charlemagne the God. There's millions of stories like this in my city, and I'm sure everybody else.
I'm gonna say this. I always mess up this girl name. Colita Brown. Is that her name? Colita Brown?
I don't know.
Was she the girl?
Young lady, yeah, the young girl that killed her, I guess her John. She was 15 at the time. She just got out of jail at 30. She did 15 years.
Are you talking about Centoya?
Yeah, Centoya.
Centoya. What I call her, Colita? I didn't change that girl whole name around. Shit,
I'm not mad at Centoya because she still served time for her crime. She killed that man in cold blood.
But she also was trafficked as well.
I said I'm not mad at her because she at least served some time. He was wrong. She was wrong.
Yeah,
she was not. She was statutorily raped. She wasn't forcibly raped. She was selling pussy, and she killed that man while he was asleep.
No,
not while he was doing anything to her. He wasn't doing. No, he wasn't sex trafficking. Her boyfriend was the. Her boyfriend was the one sex trafficking her, not him, not the white guy that bought the pussy. It was the boyfriend.
But technically,
the white guy just was nice to her, gave her a shower. He didn't even sleep with her yet. The guy that she killed didn't even sleep with her.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yes, he
did. You got to read the court.
No,
he did not.
It was the next day with her interview. It was the next day that she killed him. Go back and read it again.
I'm gonna go through the court things, but I don't think he did.
He did.
I'm like,
he did. He did. They slept together, and while he was sleeping, after they had sex, is when she murdered him because he was vulnerable.
And you got to think about the mindset, and the child, because technically she's a child.
Yeah,
we always want to. Child,
I mean, even if she was an adult woman, because the thing is, a lot of people don't. Yeah, back then, a girl in the 90s and leading up to about 2000, a girl aged 14, 15 would be very much capable of, and she'd be capable of fending for her own or being out on her own. However, I feel like the real issue in that case is that we allowed a person who had been assaulted in many ways, seriously, assaulted in many ways, to go to jail for a crime where she obviously was still in this, a mind state of trying to get herself together or trying to get some type of justice for what had happened to her over the course of that night, over the course of the last couple of days. I mean, saw it. So,
man, I know I don't have any daughters. I have 3 sons, but I know if somebody did something to my daughter, I'm doing a life sentence.
That's why you don't have a daughter.
I wasn't blessed with one, so I'm not going. I have 3 sons.
Yeah, I say everything happens for a reason. That's why you have a daughter. Yeah,
I just want to point out.
I love when people say that. Are you really going to do something, Dennis? Are you really going to do something? If you have a daughter, are you really going to do something?
Yeah,
are you going to take a step back? Because I just want to. Where a gentleman.
She claimed that he had sex with her. That wasn't proven. He's dead. She claimed it happened.
She had his semen inside of her when they did the medical report.
The story does not say that. The story says she claimed it. Didn't say nothing about DNA.
The story. So her medical report.
We're not going to hear that in time. That is inadmissible, Dr. Jefferson. We ain't going to hear that. That's hearsay, man.
Inside of her.
Objection. Objection.
Your objection is overruled. Continue, doctor.
His semen was inside of her, so they had sex. I mean, he
It
could have.
doesn't. It doesn't say this.
With a syringe. Go
It
and
doesn't say this.
go. Okay, so go and
money
look
bag.
at all. If you look at all of her evidence, not all the evidence that was presented on her case, because some of it didn't get presented because
And she killed him to rob him, not because he had sex with her. She killed him to rob him, not because he had sex with her. She was cool with the money that was exchanged.
No, she didn't kill him to.
She stole the man's car.
It doesn't mean. How else would she leave?
That's how did she get there? Come on now, Dr. Jefferson.
Car.
So she killed the man and stole his car. Why she ain't call a pimp?
On your podcast, that's what you telling me. You in here defending a rapist.
No, what I'm saying is motherfuckers should be held accountable. Yes. And I just want to point out.
You defending a rapist to 2 black women. Are you serious?
I'm not defending rapists. I'm defending the fact that these people know what the fuck they were doing. She didn't kill him because he raped her. He statutorily raped her. She willingly sold the pussy. He didn't forcibly rape her.
No. So a couple of things. And in Santoria's case, she came from a very, very, very disadvantaged and underprivileged childhood. Her mother did not, want her. She was struggling with drugs. Her mom is the white lady that was on her, what is that interview that covers the murderers unsung thing, but I can't remember. I'm gonna have to find it and then send it to you. But she had a very troubled childhood, and then she didn't have a fair shot, period. I felt really sorry for her case because at the end of the day, we saw a child just victimized from the very beginning. She didn't ask for the type of trauma that she was born with. So that's why it goes back to what I keep saying.
She chose to sell
having kids.
She chose to sell pussy though.
She did not.
Yes, she did.
You said she was a victim of trauma?
She did not. She was a victim of several traumas, actually, not just that one, but several.
I'll say again though, I am not mad at her for being out because she did serve some time. So I'm not upset at her for being out.
But early in the podcast, you said you didn't like people that you had blame trauma on things that went on in their environment.
I did not say that.
No, Dr. Jefferson said that earlier. That's the comment she said about black people blaming white folks for all their problems. But you blaming, her past for all her problems in the future.
Done DeMarco. Good one, Dennis.
So you telling black men to get over what happened to them. So you should tell that black little girl to get over what happened to her.
What do you mean when you say get over what happened to them?
No, you said black people have to come with a victim mentality.
That means nothing directly happened to them, but somebody told them it happened to them.
But you're still feeling the effects of that, though.
No, you feel the effects. No, you feel the effects of what you choose to feel because that's what you've been conditioned to believe. It's the same as if I hypnotize a person. I can hypnotize them and make them think they never were traumatized, that nobody ever raped them, that these things didn't occur. And as a result, they walk through life with a different lens, thinking that they're grandeur. They think that they're great. Life is great. And then as soon as the trigger shows up that I didn't decondition because I wasn't aware of it, then all of a sudden, all of this stuff comes back. And now they're traumatized again. And they don't know why they're traumatized because I've already taken away the trauma of the rape in and of itself. But the emotions that are underlying that because of the trigger are still there. So you've been brainwashed by a society that was set up to make you feel like
you said I've been brainwashed. I'm not.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Conditioning is washing and conditioning the brain. That's what it is.
Racism is in my face, prevalent in the black community every day.
So let me put it like this.
Nigga, ain't no white folks fucking with you.
If you were, because I have a direct exposure to racism, and I'm going to tell you what it looks like when a person has never been conditioned to receive racism and then walks into it. My first experience with racism is when I came from Finland at age 11 to the United States for the very first time. And when I came here, I was called a beautiful little nigger girl. I had absolutely no idea what that meant. I was like, oh, thank you.
How did that make you feel when you?
It didn't make me feel any way.
She just told you, little nigger boy.
It didn't make
me. Told you.
It didn't make me feel any way.
when you discovered what the word nigger meant, how did that make you feel?
No way. I was like, wow, that's interesting.
You know, because I know they weren't teaching black history in Finland. So
of course not. I grew up during post-segregation. During that time.
When was post-segregation? When was that? Can you?
What was say that word again, sir? Post what?
Post-segregation.
There you go. God. Don't let English kick your ass. Shout out to Thomas Sotomayor.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to. What was post-segregation?
Post-segregation is the period of time after what I call integration. The period of time after segregation was ruled out of law. So initially there was a law up until about 1949, 1950 that prohibited Black people and white people from being in the same neighborhoods. That's actually what led up to the massacre in Tulsa. But there was a law that was implemented right after slavery ended and Black people started to move into and settle into their own lands and own beings and things like that. They had deep insecurities about what the potential was for them to lead lives that were free of the ideals of separation, divide, and superiority, inferiority. So to protect their community that they intended to build, they went and they built their own space and they wanted laws to protect them, which made sense then. So those laws said that no person of one race could reside in the same space or the same community or move in the same community and own land where 25% or more of that other race had property already. So after that, about 1949 to 1950, I think it was 1949 when they first started working on it. But during the 1950s, pretty much everywhere in the United States had done away with the segregatory laws, except Ohio. Ohio is like a voluntary segregation place even now in some places. But the law went away. And see, as a result of the law, integration happened. So integration means that people are moving into the same spaces regardless of their race. They stay in the same neighborhoods. They have to interact with one another. So that forced component of interaction, and where Black people are now moving into these white neighborhoods because they're moving into positions that allow them, due to affirmative action, to make the kind of money that, you know, allows them to afford these particular places to live, and allows them to come out of these country places where they live. They were at risk of being targeted due to racism. They moved into those spaces, but that integration was a very, very hard thing for them to accomplish and be seated in, because that looked like people who have been a part of, raised in, and conditioned, brainwashed in racism, brainwashed in, oh my God, we have to allow these people to come off of our land and not give us our money back that we used to purchase them. Not that they were ever used, not that they ever purchased them in the first place. Because at that point, the slave owners were basically just descendants of the people who purchased the slaves originally. But they felt how they felt. And that mindset is like, these people are lesser than us. So why are we allowing them to purchase land, allowing them to prosper and things like that in their own right? And that was a very uncomfortable space to be in, essentially. So moving outside of that, whenever there were shared spaces with Blacks and whites or people that were mixed, especially people that are mixed, because my background is obviously multicultural, it's very difficult for people to see somebody that they consider to be an abomination because you've somehow mixed bread with their or another cultures, blah, blah, blah. And they had a hard time dealing with it. It was a very hard time for people in America. It was a hard time even for my grandparents, who had to now sit me down and tell me what nigger in and of itself meant. And I'm sitting there clueless. I mean, I don't know anything about what a nigger is. I mean, I was walking around my father. My father didn't even respond because he was doing his own thing. Like sitting there in the space with my grandfather, where my father is now listening to what that means for Americans here, what that means when this guy made that comment. Even he was enraged. Race is a thing that only existed here. And when my father was visiting here, when he met my mother initially, where they made me, those spaces were very integrated spaces, you know, what they call little, what they call hole in the wall spaces now for parties. But still, it's, you know, it was a very, very difficult
They met
time.
at a trap house? That's what you telling me?
No, it's more like, so, you know, I
She
guess
said it right.
it would be a trap house
now. The little
Yeah,
lounges.
They call that a trap house.
No, the little lounges.
Party. Graduation party for one of his friends, and that he had met through exchange and stuff like that, and he came here to go to the party. So he was at that party, and people like, you know, the white people that liked black people, they called them nigger lovers back then, they could have and share spaces without being outlawed, arrested, you know, and stuff like that. So times were different back then. And so he really just didn't understand it. He didn't have a really good conceptualization of what or why America operated the way it did, and neither did I. But for me, I didn't have.
I'm gonna interrupt you guys, Dr. J and Dennis the Menace, for 2 seconds. And this is not my platform, but I want to say hello to Matt Militant because I think he's been up here for a minute. We never got a chance to speak to him when he jumped up here about 10 hours ago. But hello, Matt Middleton. How are you, sir? How's your Friday going?
Chilling.
You always sound like you waking up. You didn't do a coffee commercial. You always sound like you just waking up.
Man, I drink coffee all day.
No, I'm just joking. How are you doing? You see Dennis the Menace up here and Dr. J. They are, first of all, Dennis the Menace. Salute to Dennis the Menace tonight because he's been on his best behavior.
Now, I want to say something. You know, you gave me a
Mama's cooking! Mama's cooking! Sprinkly salt! Mama's cooking! Sprinkly salt! Mama's cooking! Sprinkly salt!
I just can't. This guy. I just can't.
This guy's killing me, man. What's up with this dude you keep putting on the screen, man?
Sir, that is the OG. That is who you said fuck Kwame Brown for, sir. That is what we call in these YouTube streets a high value man, sir.
Oh my God, I can't. But yeah, so I feel like if you were seated in that, if you came into this now community, you would understand that. You would understand that you've already been conditioned to receive other people a different way just because they're white. And to be honest with you, neither party is correct. It's a lot of things about Black history that you guys are ill-advised of, and it's a lot of things that the people that are now white people are ill-advised of. So I feel like education is the key. Once you guys see where you came from, things will be a lot clearer. But I don't feel like Black people are ready for that.
Joy, I don't want that story. I want the LGBT one that's in your should be in Facebook Messenger.
What you say about the elemental P people?
It's a story that we're about to show that I want your thoughts on, Dennis.
Go for it.
Why are you on my producer? So are you like high or something?
I'm getting there. Who, me? I think Dennis is high. I'm high and Mad Medicine.
No, I'm not under the influence of nothing. I just want to ask Dr. Jefferson. You keep saying like I ain't experienced racism firsthand. Like that's a bold-faced lie.
You haven't, nigga.
That's not what I said.
Are you serious? Do
Dr. Jefferson, this nigga has not experienced any racism.
Are you serious?
So wait, that's not what I said. What I said is
I experienced the 1992 George Clinton crime bill. That was the most racist shit I ever experienced in my life.
Yet you on the screen talking to me right now. You're on the screen talking to me, so it didn't affect you.
How you figure that? It affected everybody around me.
You're on the screen talking to me, so that means you made better choices than the niggas around you.
Wait, I was just about to say, how do you feel like it was racist?
First of all, the CIA is called the Cocaine Distribution Agency. they just distributed cocaine in my neighborhood, right? In 1982,
Like,
Oakland, California.
I hear feelings. So what? So what?
Who cares, nigga?
Can I finish? See, you won't let me finish telling my story, bro.
Yeah, I really want to know what.
Don't nobody want to hear you crying,
Yes,
bro. Who cares?
No, I'm really interested. What was racist about the crime bill? So if you say that a bill is racist and then you say that it's crime related and it's racist because it applies to you as a black person, that tells me that you understand that the issue is that black people like to commit crimes. That's what I'm getting from what you're saying.
No,
I don't know about
it's
that.
like the government entrapped us into a situation. You brought this drug into my community, right?
No, they didn't bring the drug into your community.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Ma'am, how do you think cocaine gets here?
I know how cocaine gets here, but they didn't bring
you have to sell
into
it,
your
Dennis?
community. Exactly. Nobody brought it into your community, but you're black people.
Okay.
Do you have to snort it and or sell the cocaine that is in your community, Dennis?
Accountability. That's it.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Wait, Dennis. I got Dennis, and however you guys want to come at me about the situation, cool beans, fine. I'm only going to speak from my experiences, because I am from California as well, and from what my uncles and my aunties and even my mother spoke of when they lived in. They did say out the blue. Now, if they were lying to me all these years, I gotta say, maybe my parents and maybe my grandparents, maybe my uncles and them lied. But that is a story that has been told from generation to generation if you come from California. I wasn't there. I'm only getting the story when I'm at the cookouts, I'm at the barbecues, I'm with my uncles and stuff. They're telling the same story over and over again. Maybe you guys read something somewhere else. I'm not sure. But me, knowing where I'm from, I heard that story 1,000 times. So
yeah, that's why it's called.
I'm gonna knock his hustle for what he heard from his people in California. But I heard it as well. And like I said, I can also say, and even though MoneyBoy be like, "Oh, you tough now because you from South Central Los Angeles," I'm from South Central Los Angeles. I grew up in the hood. I know what I heard. So I don't know my family grew up like that, but I heard those stories 1,000 times.
Yeah, lots of people. So conditioning, I'm sure that people that have been following Umar Johnson have heard his stories a lot of times too. And there's a war coming somewhere. Nobody knows about him. And they swear by it.
I didn't
They'll continue to hear about it. But all I'm saying is nobody bought drugs into your community.
Yes, they
but you. But you. So just because drugs come into your community, that are you telling me that what now you're saying about black people is that black people have a problem with self-regulation?
So how do you know that? How do you know that black people? Because like I said, I can't just sit up here and say that my family is lying to me when they say helicopters flew over the hoods and just dropped them off. I can't just say, oh, all you niggas in the hood is lying.
Yeah.
Even if they did all that, though. Even if they did all that, did niggas have to pick the drugs up and sell them?
No,
you can call the police.
They didn't have to sell it. They didn't have to flip it. They didn't have to do none of this shit.
Before Pablo Escobar, there were several people before him that trafficked drugs. The CIA did not traffic drugs into the black community. And nobody is going to put drugs into your community for your consumption for free. Now, everybody does not die from using these drugs. Cocaine is everywhere in every Hispanic community. Does that mean that all of us partake? Absolutely.
So let me ask you and MoneyBoy, are you guys from South Central Los Angeles? Are you guys from California?
I am from Memphis, Tennessee.
Is in California.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm not
gonna there. Did you guys grow up there? I'm gonna ask one question and one question only.
George,
and that's all I'm saying.
George, I ain't gonna do. Joy, I'm not disputing what your kinfolks are saying. I said, okay, cool. The white people dropped the drugs off in a helicopter.
They're not white. I didn't put a color on it.
Regardless of where it came from, do you know what white people do when packages like that fall into their living room and shit? Because you see it on the news all the time. They call the fucking, okay, well, typically when drugs or something like that falls in a white person's house or they see it, they call the police. Mm-hmm. They don't take it and say, you know what, I'm going to flip
a white person that live in a white person's house?
I just told you based off news stories. I just told you based off the news stories that we see, white people call the police when this shit happens.
They do.
Where?
They will be walking on the beach. They will be walking on the beach weighing 20 kilos and call the police.
Gwinnett County here. Gwinnett County, Georgia.
Just Google it.
Yeah, look up
Google it. Just Google it.
Y'all just Google it.
No, look up.
I just gave you a simple thing.
Last year's drug bust, and the year and 2 years prior to that drug bust.
You can just Google white people turns in drugs they found and pick any story. I will play it. I will screen share it, and then type in black people turn in drugs found. I'll wait. So that's why I said I ain't gonna argue that they dropped it in. I believe
what happened back in like the 1950s.
I agree, Joy. I agree.
That was in the 1970s. And
I will agree. The CIA dropped guns and they dropped drugs. But I'm just saying, I will go with any theory that we got. I'll go with it. They dropped it in there, but we still made the choice to sell that shit.
Exactly. But it wasn't.
We can't get around that. We decided to say, "Ooh, what is that? Let me go flip it." We did that. We didn't have to. We could have called the police and said, "Hey, something ain't right." It was just a helicopter dropped a pallet of shit off, and we want this shit out of our community. We didn't do that.
So the reality is this: no CIA dropped drugs. That was not the CIA. Now the CIA is responsible for putting drugs in the community in New York. Black Panther disbanding them. However, your thing is muted.
Who? No, we can hear you.
No, I'm muted on purpose. I'm listening. I'm listening because I'm over here like.
They were responsible for trying to disband Black communities in New York due to the Black Panther movement back then, and there were several drugs they put into the community, but they were approached by Black people within the Black Panther Party, and that's how they infiltrated it. But even then, and that was a sad day for Black people. But even in that, people had choices, and the vast majority of those people in those communities chose not to do drugs because being Black in America meant something back then that it doesn't mean now. So I feel like there is a lack of accountability in the Black community when it comes to drug use. It's a lack of accountability when it comes to violence. Everything is everybody else. You're never responsible for anything that you do, and that's a problem for me.
They dropped opioids off in the hood, and for a while, I didn't partake in them, but nobody made me take in them motherfuckers because they were in the hood, and I was like, I'm straight until I wanted to take them.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a choice.
Yeah, they did start the disbandment in LA, but it got where they manifest the largest impact. It was in New York. That's when they got somebody to bite the idea of infiltration through drugs, planting evidence. When they were traveling, it's just, and it was a sad time. That was a sad time.
George Chit, you got our next story queued up. But yeah, like I said, I've heard all of the different theories, and I said I won't dispute those because again, I just go back down to choice because there are several instances.
It's accountability.
That's why I told you to Google white people turning in drugs, and you will see a shit ton of them. And if you Google Black people turning in drugs, you ain't gonna find that many.
Yeah, and
it's not uncommon for white people to turn in a shit ton of drugs.
Like I said, I'm not gonna argue with either one of you because once again, neither one of you are from where I'm from in stories.
We ain't we didn't
during the year that you're talking about, I was in California. I was in California then, and that's where my family house is.
Looking at the stats of it all, I got family members that actually.
But we not disputing that though. We not disputing that. I said I agree with you.
Saying, oh,
I'm not disputing the fact that it happened.
I'm not saying if I was born at that time, and if I looked at my uncles in there was to see a package fall off the sky and they went to go flip it and do all this, I would be like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? I would be like, don't do that either.
But okay, then, so we're agreeing with.
I was born after the fact, so now I'm hearing the stories, and all I can do is say like, damn, y'all really? That's what y'all did?
But we're agreeing with you that the government dropped the shit off. Okay, cool. But you're also agreeing with us.
Listen,
but you're agreeing with. Can I finish my thought? Can I finish my thought?
Your next story is queued up, sir.
Okay, but I got you. But you're agreeing. Okay, I'm gonna finish my thought though. I'm gonna finish. Can I finish my thing?
You really be doing the most sometimes.
Can I finish my?
Trying to do all that.
Can I finish my thought, ma'am? So we agree with you that helicopters dropped it off. Nobody disputed that for the third time. We're saying, okay, cool. They dropped it off, but nobody made them sell it. You agree with us on that point. You're saying now you would be like, hey, nobody told you to say that. So there really shouldn't be a disagreement at this point. You agree with us saying that, hey, did nobody make us sell it? And we're agreeing with you that, yeah, they dropped the shit off.
Yeah. And to be honest, I was in California during that time, and even in the aftermath, and everybody around me was doing coke, blow, and everything. But just because they're doing it doesn't mean that I'm taking part in it. I've never done any illicit substance my whole life, ever.
But when you get through doing that, you still said you agree with us that now you would be like, hey, y'all shouldn't have been selling that shit. That's all that matters. It's choice.
You never had a Long Island iced tea?
Yes, I have. But
in a lot of those areas, what else was there?
That's what I was. My point.
Shit, what they had been doing prior, work, and what they had been doing prior, work, playing basketball, records, out, military, all the shit niggas had been doing prior to them dropping off drugs.
I mean, if you
we can't hear it, Joey.
Where is Bartlett? Where is this story?
Bartlett is a racist part. It's a racist suburb of Memphis.
Okay.
We can't hear it though, Joy.
Y'all was talking. I don't know what the hell.
I mean, but we weren't. Because we were trying to finish a point, ma'am. Jeez.
I was done with y'all point. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You were. You were, We didn't try to. No, I need you to pay attention to what we're saying. I need you to pay attention to. Bro, we said we didn't disagree with you. We said we didn't.
You're telling me that I can't have that point because for some reason,
bro, you're not listening to us. We didn't say that at all. We didn't say that at all. We didn't say that at all. We did not say that at all. No, we didn't. We said we agree with you. We said we agree with you several times. We said we agree with you several times.
I started the screen share.
We said we agree with you several times, so don't pull this crap that we're arguing with you. And before you just went on that diatribe, I made it clear that, hey, we agree with you that they dropped the stuff off, but you also agree with us that nobody made them sell it, so there is no disagreement. We agree with each other. I could have sworn I said that. Nobody discounted what you said. We agreed. Yes, I'm ready.
Sir.
No, but
Jamal,
no, you're not gonna. You ain't.
Shaquita,
you ain't gonna throw. Shaquita, you ain't gonna throw out no bullshit and it not get addressed. I'm calm, but you ain't gonna throw out no bullshit and it not get addressed.
You over here hype.
I'm just saying, you threw out a
Sir,
false narrative. I had to clean it up.
Sir, put me on big screen so I can say, calm down, Jamal. So pull out the
Okay,
9.
hold on. Exit full screen. Wait a minute. Where you at? Let me pull you up. Oh, that's me. Damn it.
Y'all ready for my TikTok? This is my TikTok moment. You ready? Calm down, Jamal. Pull out the 9. Boom.
Yeah, just
go ahead and say your line. Go ahead and say, calm
I
down.
hear feelings. So? So what? So what?
Are we done? We done? Let's go.
Mama's cooking! Mama's cooking! Sprinkly salt! Mama's cooking! Sprinkly salt! Mama's cooking! Sprinkly salt!
Can we
I am. I am.
Thank you. Jesus. You just be always showing out.
Whatever. No false narratives, man.
I ain't got my point across. Y'all playing some gay shit.
Dennis, you have no point. Nobody came to see you.
Otis.
We still can't hear. Yeah, nobody came to see you, Otis.
Without me, there is no temptation.
Oh shit.
The fuck?
Joe, what the hell is what?
Nigga, I'm dying to Ross. You supreme, nigga.
But the homeowner feels this has nothing to do with size and everything to do with what those colors represent. Nick Toombs is a professional magician, and whenever he can, he tries to bring a little magic to his Bartlett neighborhood. The neighbor next door, little girl, we asked, what do you want me to put in the front yard? She said unicorns. Everybody loved it. Many of his neighbors seem to love his latest display, too. A multitude of gay pride flags, along with an inflatable pride rainbow.
We like to see it. The kids like to see it.
But Bartlett code enforcement officials say it's violating city regulations. They sent Toombs this email citing the city's sign ordinance, which limits the size of signs, even though these are flags and not signs. Why are we, stretching the ordinances that they already have to take down stuff that looks no different to me than, inflatable Santa Clauses and plastic snowmen that people put in their front yards?
Gelato.
By phone, and code enforcement hasn't been enforcing the sign ordinance against Christmas and...
Sorry, I missed your call.
That was pretty much the end of it, though. The city of Bartlett is suing him, saying you doing too much, bro.
Halloween displays, even though there's no written exempting that.
Oh, her camera went out. Dr. Jefferson, your camera went out. But yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it.
You niggas ran Dr. Jefferson off.
No, she's still here. Her camera just went out. Her camera went out, so it knocked her down. But no, what do you think about that? The only thing that I found wrong with that is one of the neighbors who was for it was like, the kids like it, and I was like, well, why did the kids shouldn't like this shit? That's my only problem with it. Dude, he has a point where he says it's no different than Halloween decorations and shit like that. It's just off season. You got a point. I just don't like the fact that people are using saying kids like it as a way to excuse that shit.
Man, I'm out here in the Bay Area, so that pride stuff I see every day, all day. You know what I mean? So
are they allowed to put big inflatables and stuff in their yard year round?
They can do whatever they want out here in California. Don't you know that?
No, that's why I'm asking. I don't.
Yeah, you can put them pride flags. You can paint the streets pink, all that shit.
Man, y'all can't even keep y'all electric on. I just ran across the report.
Who are they, California? Yeah, y'all in debt out there. That's probably why.
Come on now, bro.
Brand new green deal, huh? Goddamn, y'all can't even keep your...
What state do you live in, sir?
All this sissified Tweety Bird stuff y'all got going on in the great state of California. I like California, though.
It's the Golden State.
I ain't gonna lie, I like California. California has been nice to me.
Have you been to the Bay Area?
Nigga, I'm not trying to die. What the fuck?
Why would you die in the Bay
Why
Area?
you going in the Bay Area?
Cause it's Oakland, nigga. I heard about. I listened to Too Short, sir. I believe
Nigga,
him.
you from Memphis. Nigga, you survive in Memphis, you can survive
Yeah,
anywhere.
I was about to say, because I went to school
What the
back in
fuck is you
Memphis,
talking about?
2 minutes away
What?
from Oakland. It's not that
That's what a nigga
bad.
said to me today, though. He was like, I snuck up on you. See, I could have got you. I was like, nigga, I don't fuck with nobody where I got to be worried about my safety.
Okay,
Make
so
sure
Like, what?
sir,
You
sir,
know
sir, you want us to bring
what?
up that article to say what?
Yes, I gave my take on it. What was your take on it? Do you think that the city should be suing him? The city is suing him
For
city need to
him
mind
having
his
that
damn
big
business.
balloon outside of his house?
for having his
Now,
gay
it all
pride.
depends on where he. Now, is he a homeowner, and it all depends
Yes,
on the ordinance of his wherever he
the home.
lives.
There is no homeowners association. The city is taking him to court, saying you got to remove that shit because we told you breaking city ordinance. And
So
he
that means
countered with, but he countered with, well, everybody on Halloween and Christmas breaks the city ordinance as well. So why aren't you enforcing those holidays and you fucking with me on Pride Month? The only thing I said I disagreed with was the fact that he and the neighbors were using the kids liking that shit as an excuse to keep it going. I don't fuck with it.
so does he have an argument besides the kids situation?
Man, it's Pride Month. Let him show his
Yes,
little
he
pride
does.
flag and move on.
His argument is what? The kids?
His argument is y'all don't police this shit during Halloween and Christmas. You don't say nothing about people having their floats and shit up in their yard. Why are y'all bothering me during Pride Month?
Because it's obvious that city and town is homophobic. That's why.
And it's crop season.
And interruption. I'm throwing the flag, man. I'm throwing the flag real quick, and not the gay flag. I don't know what. This is Pride Month, right?
Yes.
So why the fuck so we gotta accept this and Juneteenth at the same time, so we celebrated it all together.
Yes. Remember, because at one point, well, not even at one point, once they added all of that to the civil rights and everything, this day was going to come anyway.
Man, this is one time it's actually the white man's fault.
I see.
The white man is playing that shit perfectly.
And we play right into that shit. And the ones who got the sense that see the shit coming, they just don't want to listen to us. But y'all just said something to hit a button there. It's like, it is Pride Month. You mean to tell me? Because we sat there and watched them make the shit a day yesterday and shit. And it's like,
these folk got a whole month. We ain't got Juneteenth month. We got.
Dennis, this is your department. You're supposed to be snapping. You didn't even come to my live yesterday, man. We sat here and watched that shit become a damn day, man. It's one of your days, man. I ain't gonna sit there and do this shit. I don't even know where the fuck it came from.
You know what, Matt?
Well, you know, I was in the comment section, sir. I was there. But how do you feel about how do you feel about Biden being disrespected by Putin?
Me?
Trump wouldn't never went for that shit.
I mean, if he got disrespected and he let it slide, then I mean, that just shows how weak he is.
How did he get disrespected?
Bro, he wouldn't even look that man in his eyes. What do you mean how he get disrespected? He would not look that man in his fucking eyes. That's a sign of disrespect.
You sat there and blamed that motherfucker for everything for the last day.
On top of that, I just went with the basics. Fuck all the politics. You wouldn't even acknowledge that man as a man.
Hey, man. Obama, Bin Laden was, whatever the hell his name is. What's our president name? Biden was getting on that nigga line. Told him about quit interfering in our elections, so he was hot.
Boy, you all the way gone, bro. But
I'm all the way gone.
man, we're gonna have to tie him up, man. We gotta tie him up for a day or two, man. Take him to the dungeon and put the projector in front of him.
You
we gotta get you back right.
What state do you reside in?
I don't know why you give Dennis the time of day, sir. You know he comes up here just to coon.
Man, because he part of the team. We gotta pick Dennis, man.
Well, I want you to answer my question. What state do you reside in, Mad Militant?
Man, I'm in North Carolina, man.
And you got the audacity to throw shots at California?
What's wrong with North Carolina? We got the number one medical facility in the country, I believe.
Oh,
that's what you run to?
I mean,
you sound like
this
a
is
hater
just
right now.
This is just where I stay at now and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Virginia, New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm East Coast.
Why do you feel the need that you have to tie me up, sir?
Because, man, we got to get your mind back right, man. We got to get your mind right, man. You got the pieces, man. You just not seeing them clear. You got to see them clear, man. You see certain things, but you're not seeing outside the box. You scared to step outside the box, and that's what a lot of us are scared to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at things from how they was looking at things at the table before the
Dennis
plan
is
came.
trolling you. Dennis stays around white people. Dennis stays around white people and works around white people.
I know that's cool and stuff, man. I rock with them too.
You better recognize.
For whites by whites.
But you gotta turn yourself into one a little bit just to mingle in, just to see how they really like. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a chameleon like them, man. You gotta be the you gotta be just as deceptive as them just to get the information out of them. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just fucking with you. But you know what I'm saying? Just think outside the box on a lot of areas that you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that everything that he taught you was wrong. It was just his history. You know what I'm saying? That's
Dennis.
His story. That's his story, but that don't mean that it wasn't based on factual things. You know what I'm saying? It's just his version off of some factual things, but the more you study, you'll learn how to put things together and see it's a bigger picture that you're missing.
Dennis, is there any truth to that comment that's on the screen there, sir?
Absolutely not.
That's not
Chris,
what
I have to agree because again, I say California has been good to me. I've only had good memories in California, sir. I couldn't stay there because the traffic is fucking horrible in LA. But other than that, I could visit.
Name another state where you can surf and ski all in the same day.
Probably, no, I was about to say Biloxi. I don't know. Surf and ski because ain't no way. I don't know.
California.
Vegas, I'm guessing.
You know, thank California for your internet right now. Your Wi-Fi.
Vegas got mountains.
But where you gonna go surf at?
Nigga, it's a beach out there.
Nigga, ain't no beach in no goddamn Nevada.
Oh. Whatever, nigga. Say fuck woman.
Wait. Can I say something, please?
Wait. I got you, baby. Yes.
Mad Militant. We're being like this tonight.
Before Joy goes, Mad Militant, can I get a fuck Kwame Brown?
Yeah, fuck Kwame Brown, man.
So, Mad Militant, you need to stop. But Dennis the Menace, when the last time your ass went surfing?
Never.
Last time I went surfing?
His black ass can't swim.
And I ain't talking about on the web, sir. I ain't talking about on the internet. When the last time your ass went surfing? Since you want to bring that up.
Man, Patrick just came from Bikini Bottom just before the show, man.
No, I ain't never went surfing, but I have the option too if I choose.
The man called you Patrick Star, bro.
I was,
Mama's
you call me
cooking.
whatever.
Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt.
He gave you some of that mama's cooking with that one.
All I'm asking is for you to turn your camera on.
He gave you some of that mama's cooking, bruh.
Wait, who you talking about? Matt
He trying to tell Militant, yeah, he trying to have a black off.
You know, every time you come on a podcast, you say,
I hear feelings. So? So what? So what?
you know what I mean? I'm just trying to come from the point of view of what Kevin Samuel will call a high value nigga.
He doesn't say high value nigga, first of all, sir. He says a high value man. And who is a high value man? I'm just a nigga on YouTube. I'm not claiming high value. I ain't claiming low value. I'm just a nigga on YouTube. It's up to y'all to figure out what the fuck I am.
So you a high value man?
Absolutely.
I'm just a nigga on YouTube. Shout out to you. See, but I do have high value man in my network. Like Dennis.
Word. Never let
my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Man, Militant is a high value male. Joy Chit is a high value female. Dr. Jefferson is a high value female. My network is my net worth. Hey.
Let's get it going.
Hey, you want to see my next computer chair I bought today, man?
Oh, you finally made the purchase, sir.
Man, I was going to treat myself in about 2 months for my birthday, but I said, fuck that shit, man. I just went out.
Let me ask you a question, man. Did you buy this chair from a black manufacturer, sir?
No.
Get your tough ass on the screen. Did the black man make this chair? Did you get this chair from the white man?
Technically, yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Things work in mysterious ways when you live in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
What you bought a RBG colored chair?
No. Actually, this is a nice deluxe desk chair. Very comfy too,
deluxe.
Man.
That sounds real white.
Armrests on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Rocks back. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that it didn't have, because I did get it that I wanted. So tomorrow I'm gonna go out and buy a massager for my chair, so I can be sitting here and relax while I'm talking to y'all and chilling, you know, and make sure it's heated too, you know, for my shoulders and my back.
That sounds rather urban bougie of me. So next you're gonna be drinking Red Bull out of crystal glass.
With your pinky out.
And eating gelato.
Nigga, y'all tripping.
And you're gonna go get a Tesla.
Hey, I want a Tesla. You know what? I was mad in the motherfucker when I found out like you can't go to a Tesla dealership and get one. They make the motherfuckers for you personally as you order them.
Yes, sir. They made right down the street in Fremont.
That is, I want one of them bitches. It's some white guy on YouTube. He goes to race car tracks and he be dusting the shit out of like all these muscle cars. He didn't beat Corvettes. He didn't beat Chargers, Challengers. This motherfucker didn't beat some Lamborghinis and shit with a Tesla. He be kicking their ass just with the little boost pack he got.
Man.
I think he had like a Model 3.
Electric go full power just like that.
Man, dude be kicking their ass on the strip. It's only a few cars that done fuck with him, but like for the most part, dude be traveling around the country tearing folk ass up. And they think just because it's a Tesla and it's plastic, they laughing at him when he get to the line.
Bruh, like, the regular Tesla beat a Charger Hellcat in a quarter mile.
I know. That's why I said I want a Tesla. That's why I'm talking about this YouTube video. I didn't see him beat foreigns. So it ain't just the Hellcats and the SRTs and the all that. This motherfucker done beat Corvettes, all types of shit.
This
This
nigga
little white
Eli
Tesla
Musk,
he be in.
that nigga Eli Musk ain't no joke.
Man,
I got. You on the phone with woman?
This nigga built a tunnel from the BART station.
She did that on
all
purpose.
the way
She
to
turned the
his
camera
motherfucking
on.
factory.
Yeah.
Fuck you on the phone with?
Hey, what? What y'all say?
Who the fuck you on the phone with?
Whatever.
That didn't answer my question, ma'am. You know I am a jealous God.
Take me off of this big screen thing.
Hey Joy, how do I
Tell
follow
me
you
who
on
you was
social
talking
media?
to.
I'm trying to figure out why Dr. Jefferson left me up here with all you high value shit talkers.
Joy.
I got a question for you, Joy.
How do I follow you on social media?
You don't, motherfucker.
Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt.
All right, Dennis. You can find me at Joy Chit Chat on all platforms. Okay, Twitter,
nigga, just
Facebook,
YouTube, nigga,
and Instagram.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, if he follows you on IG or Facebook, I'm blocking the both of you. I'm blocking the both of you if he follows you on.
Shoot.
Matt Militant, you had a question for me, sir.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get back to these topics, man. Get back to the topics. You know what I'm saying? What you call it? How do you think? Because I was trying to do this show, man, and I couldn't get my overlay right for my StreamYard and shit. Got there going to set it up right and shit. Got there going, alignment. But this show, no, I was story on Nike and Miss Bryant, right? Was Nike wrong for releasing the Mamacinas? I think that's how you say it. Every time I look at it,
Yes, they were, because yes, their contract ended like 2 months ago. Kobe, yes, they were wrong for that. She made it clear that I'm through with Nike. Our deal is up. They had no business releasing anything else. She actually could sue them for whatever the fuck she could sue them for, because the contract is up. That they no longer own any rights or anything to any of the shit that them and Kobe had. It's definitely wrong.
Thank you,
They
Joe.
were absolutely wrong.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I didn't want to leave her out the
They
question.
were wrong about releasing it, or did they not? So if they were wrong for releasing it, and the contract was already over, she got a case against them, correct?
Yes, that's what I just said. Them. She's probably is.
Okay, because I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, I screwed up. My bad.
That's because that nigga in your ear.
I'm sorry, who?
I said, that's because that nigga who is still in your ear when you just came back on the camera with a phone up, nigga. We saw that shit. Chris asked you a question, ma'am.
What Chris asked?
It's on the screen. Chris, you have to come to our OnlyFans for that. You got to come to our OnlyFans for that, Chris. Hey.
So let's stop. Please stop, sir. Going back to Matt Militant's question, going back down below.
Hit the cash app, sir. Hit the cash app.
Y'all gotta stop this.
Yes, hit the cash app, as Dennis said.
Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt. Mama's cooking. Sprinkly salt.
Yeah, but I think this has been productive. It's been an hour and 53 minutes and 56 seconds. I got Dennis to say fuck Kwame Brown. I know Joy ain't gonna say it. It's a lost cause. She gonna ride with that tractor till that motherfucker break down.
Yes, I am. I'm there for the tractor, picking up all the dirt.
Can you let me know what is your issue with Kwame Brown? Can you let the people know?
Again,
now, can we get back to the topic at hand?
We finna leave, baby. We got shit to do. It's been 2 hours almost. But the problem with Kwame Brown is he was a bust. His hands little. and he crying because he was a bust. It's been 20, like it's that simple. And he going against my OG. And I'm riding with the gang. Soto gang that is.
He made $61 million. I don't think that's no buzz.
That's fine. Nigga, you know how much money Jamarcus Russell made, and he played for your Raiders. That nigga's a bust. Nigga, how much you got paid don't mean shit.
And the
he
thing
played 13 years, sir.
And the thing about
Jamarcus Russell played less years than Kwame Brown and made more than him, sir. He's still a fucking bust.
The way it looks now, it looked like he could have played harder. For real.
Thank you. Thank you. This nigga was 7
first,
feet and scored 4 points in a game. Kobe scored 81.
The more homework you do, the more digging you do on this dude, and you see, it's like, hold on. Come on, man.
Do you think the Tennessee Titans are going to win the AFC?
We're going to the Super Bowl, sir, with Julio Jones. Yes, we're going with AJ Brown, Julio Jones, decent tight end, King Henry. Yes, we're going to the Super Bowl, sir.
How do you plan on stopping anybody, sir?
We have a defense too. We
don't have no talent on your defense side of the ball.
Nigga, we got you do realize niggas like Jalen Ramsey and them were rookies, Darrell Revis and them, nigga. When you got it, you got it. We've drafted and we've signed lots of guys in free agency. We all right. Worry about your Las Vegas Raiders, sir, since they left y'all.
Okay, are you planning on getting a Julio Jones jersey?
I say we need to stop supporting sports. Period.
Man, I will get you the fuck up out of here. I love my sports. There's nothing wrong with sports, sir.
I know. I used to love it too, man. And I think they need to be taught a lesson for putting their nose in certain places where it shouldn't belong.
Bro,
they getting paid way too much to be help brainwashing us and shit by pushing agendas.
Sports is more valuable than teachers in the black community, sir.
Is that what you say?
You can say, but look how many millionaires sports puts out every year.
My son on his way. You want to check the tape?
I think. Well, you know what? I that was a mic drop moment.
Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Sprinkle this out. Mama's cooking. Sprinkle this out. Mama's cooking. Sprinkle this out.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, y'all make sure y'all go to Joy Chit Chat's channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and you ain't black. Go to Mad Militant's channel. Like, share, comment, subscribe, or you ain't black. Dennis is a lazy nigga like Kwame Brown and just won't star him a YouTube channel so that y'all can go over there, like, share, comment, and subscribe, or you ain't black. So you can't find him nowhere.
Man,
we don't like you either, Dennis.
Man. What's wrong with you, man? We'll be over there having your show lit, yo. Start that shit.
He lazy like Kwame Brown, bro. He just want to live off us. He want to live off the toxic masculinity show.
I'm not joining y'all Soto Nation code.
Because you part of the nigga. You already said fuck Kwame Brown. It's on wax, nigga. It's on wax. You saying fuck Kwame Brown. You part of Soto gang. You part of MoneyBoy Trey team. It is here what it is. See you next show, Dennis. We out.
Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time, see you love it. Game in the hood, what you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Get the money, get the paper, ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time, see you love it. Game in the hood, what you shooting, I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it.
Blake Griffin ballin' like a piston. 901, put it down for Memphis. Big guns, all my clips extended. Number one according to consensus. Trending topic, all these estimates. Never read them, never pay attention. Niggas hating, everyone's a critic. FIO, fuck your opinion. Lean thick, yellow like a man. Still grinding, reaching for a million. Got a man, got him in a feeling. With your bitch, Netflix and chillin'. Fakers one saying they the realest. Heard this beat, couldn't wait to kill it. Thick flow, doctor couldn't hear it. Staying true, mind by the spirit. Iced out, different. different color carrot. Stay stunned, ballin' is a habit. Still hood, stuff it in a mattress. 9 pieces, living like a bastard. On the road, pockets getting fatter. Collecting funds, fresher than a pastor. Number one, climbing up the ladder. Doing me, opinions never matter.
Get the money, get the paper. Ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time. See you later. Game in the hood, what you shooting? I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Get the money, get the paper. Ain't worried about her haters. Shout it bad, she get money, got no time. See you later. Game in the hood, what you shooting? I got your fade. Celebration, bitch, we made it. Celebration, bitch, we made it. I've been celebrating like I won the World Series. Different color chain, custom made on my jewelry. I was been a judge, I don't never need a jury. 2020 vision, I remember life was blurry. Got a show in Cali, go to state, Steph Curry. Deadlines to me, gotta do it in a hurry. Whole team ballin', we don't ever wear a jersey. Lights, camera, action, showtime, James Worthy. I just stuffed a comb on, rock, I need a lighter. Cruising through the city, sitting low like a spider.